Today's FIFA Career Mode Challenge is with Turkgucu München, and they've been promoted 3 times in the last 3 seasons to end up in the German 3rd Division. They're looking to make it 4 promotions in 4 seasons, and this is the first year they've been available to players on FIFA. The club was founded by Turkish migrant workers in 1975 and is run by a former player, Hasan Kervan, who's put more than €1 million into the club. The fans are optimistic and they're trying to be the second biggest club in Munich, which they will be if they overtake 1860, who are currently in the same league, but are currently also the second biggest team in Munich. The goal of this challenge is to within 6 seasons make it to the Bundesliga, and then eventually within 10 win the Bundesliga, the German Cup, and the Champions League. The challenge here isn't just getting the promotions, it's doing so with a mix of only Turkish and German players, which is what their squad has at the moment. Focusing on Turkey gives you a unique name pool and you'll stand out from all the other teams in the German leagues, but as well as this, you've got a big selection of players because the Turkish league is in FIFA. There are some very talented young Turkish players already playing in the Bundesliga, so as soon as you get there, they should be the priority to sign. Players like Kabak and Çalhanoğlu, who used to play for Leverkusen, are more than good enough for a Champions League run deep into the career mode. To make it even harder, try and keep at least 4 Turkish and 4 German players in the starting 11 at all times. You can have 7 Germans, 4 Turkish players, or 4 German players and 7 Turkish players, or anywhere in between. Just try and keep it at least 4 of each. Another restriction you can try is to try and keep the transfer spend low, because the whole team is funded by an ex-player. Try to avoid spending more than €1 million more than you've sold players for in that transfer window to keep it a bit more realistic and challenging. The last restriction I'd recommend is avoid signing players from Bayern Munich, because you'll only be weakening the end boss that you have when you get to the Bundesliga. By the end of the save, you should have a situation that's similar to the Scottish leagues, where you have 2 teams from Glasgow both battling out for each championship, but in this case Munich. At the start of the game, the squad has decent amount of potential, with many players being good enough for the 2nd division of German football. You haven't really got anyone who will make it into the Bundesliga though, so this will be something that your youth academy should focus on. Just like people say that Wolverhampton is basically Portugal, maybe you can make Turkgucu equal Turkey. There are many Germans with Turkish heritage, one of the most famous being Mesut Ozil. You could easily try and sign him as soon as you get to the Bundesliga, and make him the talisman iconic figure who's standing head and shoulders above the rest of your squad for talent. Several other big names are Gundogan, Emre Can, Hamit and Halil Altintop, Nuri Sahin, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and Mehmet Scholl. Of course, a couple of these are retired, but maybe you could roleplay as one of these being the manager. Turkey's blessed with lots of defensive talent at the moment, with Kaglos Soyuncu, Kabak, Şelek from Lille, Demirel at Juventus, Mulder at Sassuolo, and Bayram at Galatasaray, all being good enough to play in the Champions League by the time they've peaked at their potential, with Cengiz Ünder and Orkun Kokku both being good midfield players. You should be able to get to the Bundesliga by the time players like Çalhanoğlu and Özil are starting to decline, so they'll be around the high 70s to low 80 rated, which I think will be good signings as soon as you get to the Bundesliga. So that's the full challenge. To sum it up, signing Turkish players, getting to the Bundesliga and rivaling Bayern Munich with the Turkish-based Turkgucu. If you are a fan of Turkgucu, or if you plan on giving this challenge a go, please let me know and keep me updated, because I'd love to know how the challenge goes for you. I'm tempted to try it myself, but I've got too many saves already going on, but it's definitely one I'll consider for the future. Okay, thank you for watching, and drop a like if you liked it, and goodbye.